The South Asian Insider Opinion and News Analysis, exclusively on Josh India Web TV. I, Shashmita Ghosh, Deputy Managing Editor, India, inform how eventful and landmark was Prime Minister Narendra Modi's US visit. PM Modi visited the US on a 4-day trip after a long break. Packed meetings with various state heads and CEOs of the top American tech companies, the tour was highly productive. He capped off the effective tour with a powerful speech at the 76th UN General Assembly. In this short, busy stay, PM Modi has more than 20 scheduled meets. One of the most important ones, of course, was the first in-person bilateral conversation with Joe Biden after the latter was elected as President of US. He met Vice President Kamala Harris, whom he admired as a source of inspiration, and invited her to India as well. PM Modi's US visit was hinged on the Indian connections, so he carried official documents and offered to the President. It is well known about the Indian ancestral ties of first-time Senator Kamala Harris, who was also the first woman Vice President of the US. President Biden also had family connections with India and ties with Irish ancestry. Narendra Modi held discussions with prominent political figures like the Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison and the Japanese Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga. Besides the Quad meeting, he also met 5 global CEOs. Among them, 2 were Indian Americans, Vivek Lal, CEO General Atomics, and Shantanu Narayan, CEO Adobe. Most importantly, he brought home 157 antiques and artifacts that were stolen from India in the past. Most of them were in between 11th to 14th century. One of the most notable was a Nataraj figure from the 12th century. Several other terracotta and copper objects from the 2nd century as well. In the UNGA session, Indian Prime Minister emphasized on taking proper action against the countries that use terrorism as a political tool and branded them as regressive thinkers. He also underlined on the delicate situation in Afghanistan and warned against countries that might use the situation for their own advantage. He also highlighted on the need of democracy where anything is possible. The Indian Prime Minister received a cordial welcome from the party leaders and the common supporters on his return. On the top brass from the Bharatiya Janata Party applauded for making India a global player. None can deny that Narendra Modi's visit to US was extremely at crucial time. He emphasized on 4 T's, like talent, technology, trade, and trusteeship, as a part of the roadmap for the coming decade. He conveyed and strengthened India's position on terrorism and climate change, along with a proposed solution. The Indian Prime Minister's amicable meeting with US President can have a great positive impact to reinforce Indo-US ties. Thanks for watching our show. We'll look ahead for your comments. If you want to share a news with us, please email. Keep watching Josh India Web TV on YouTube.